Whenever I explain Arbonne to someone who's never heard of us, I always say this. Arbonne's whole philosophy is about making healthy living easier without compromising on safety or ethics. Everything we create is designed to meet what we call our pure, safe and beneficial standards, which basically means clean standards, safe formulas and products that actually do something useful for your body and for your skin. One of the things that really sets Arbonne apart is our commitment to transparency, especially when it comes to certifications. And certifications are simply independent checks. They're done by outside organisations, not just by the company itself. So you don't have to just take our word for it. Across our range, you'll find products that are vegan, gluten-free, halal, and even OU certified for those who follow kosher guidelines. We're also committed to PETA standards, which supports cruelty-free practices. Now, when we talk about ingredient quality, we start right at the source. You'll hear us say we use sustainably sourced, nutrient-packed ingredients whenever possible. And that simply means we think about where our raw materials have come from. Now, the raw materials are just the building blocks for our product. Things like plant extracts, vitamins, minerals, oils, botanicals. Before anything becomes a finished product, those raw materials go through strict testing. And once the product is made, that gets tested too. A big part of our safety approach is something called our not allowed list. Now, this is a list of over 2,000 ingredients we choose not to use because they're questionable or don't meet our standards. And it isn't just a list we talk about. We actually follow through with comprehensive testing, including independent third-party testing to check things like heavy metals or anything that might raise safety concerns. Only the products that meet our quality specifications are released to you guys. Even with things like fragrances and flavourings, we stick to the strictest guidelines. We follow EU cosmetic regulation requirements, which outline safety and allergen limits for cosmetic products. For our nutrition products, we use natural flavours and everything meets our vegan standards. What I personally love is that Arbonne doesn't just think about the products, we think about the much bigger picture. We're a certified B Corp, and here's something that really underscores how seriously we take it. On our most recent recertification, we scored 119.9 points on the B Impact Assessment. That's well above the 80-point threshold needed for a B Corp certification. That score makes us the top scoring B Corp in the direct selling industry. We're also a carbon neutral company. Something to be aware of is just because a product is sold in a shop, it doesn't automatically mean it's the cleanest or the safest option for your personal needs. Regulations vary and brands have different standards for what they will or won't allow in their formulas. And that's why things like certifications, ingredient transparency and third-party testing really matter. They give you the clearer information so that you can make confident choices. Most brands follow the basic legal requirements, I'll give them that, and that's fine, but every company decides for themselves how far they want to go beyond that. Arbonne simply chooses to go way further. We choose additional certifications. We choose more testing. We choose to avoid over 2,000 ingredients. We choose to care about where our raw materials come from. And we choose to think about our impact on people and the planet, not just about the profit. So when I talk about the Arbonne Advantage, it really comes down to this. You're choosing products that are made with the highest quality, responsibly sourced ingredients backed by real certifications and strict testing, created by a company that puts people and the planet at the centre of its decisions. It's about safe formulas, ethical choices and transparency every single step of the way.